Hey guys, Vapaludaneti here, and it's been way too long since I've done one of these videos where I just sit down and talk about Lawbreakers, the state of the game, what I think about the game, and just general things that may be on the community's mind. And patch 1.4 just dropped, and oh my god, I think this is one of the best patches that they've actually released so far. Although they still need to tweak some things in my opinion, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I think it's only fair to cover the elephant in the room first, so we're gonna straight off go for skirmishes. Quickly, just to cover a lot of confusion around this, is that it's a beta mode, meaning that they're going to be using skirmishes to test things that they may want to implement in the game. Right now we're seeing Team Deathmatch and the new map Clash. A lot of people have been saying the Team Deathmatch should be released to other maps, but like I said, it's a beta game mode and they're just trying out Team Deathmatch. We are going to see changes here and there in the future, or I expect we're going to see changes before it's fully released to every other map. And a lot of people are saying that Team Deathmatch is kind of getting stale already. And I think this is because if you hit quick play, which is the quickest way you can actually find a match, you're most likely going to be put into the new skirmisher mode. And I understand it's fair to put people in a position to want to try your new thing that you just put out, but try to break it up, because I've played like 6 games already and every single one of them has been the new skirmisher mode. I think I've only actually played one of them, which was Blitzball, and I didn't record that at all, so sorry for that. But my opinions on skirmisher is I'm kind of neither here or there about it. I love it, and I love the fact that they're giving out Team Deathmatch. It has been something we've been asking for more casual gameplay. With the map right now, the map definitely needs work. This map, its map border is I think too high, and also it encourages way too much like camping within the, well, at the top of the map. Like if you're a Harrier, you can get up there and just start sniping people or start weighing people down using your hit scan weapon. It isn't bad to say the least, it's just kind of like if there isn't a boundary area somewhere, people are just going to start taking more and more fights up there, and the map is going to be just, it's going to have too much of a predictable outcome, especially if you're playing any of the more viable characters. Another feature that people have been kind of mixed about is the health regen. Now, I'm glad that they put the health regen in for the reasons why they did. They mostly did it because they want the game to be more skill-based in terms of thinking about a battle, about combat, about what am I going to do when I'm in the battle, or am I going to commit fully to this battle, or am I going to do as much damage as I can and just bounce out before I get picked off. And I think this is really important to touch on, because a lot of people have been saying they don't like it because they can't eliminate people as quickly, or some fights last too long, which is the point. It's supposed to challenge how you think and how you engage things as a team or as an individual. It's not going to be more team-oriented, and especially with the new spawning system, with the whole you're going to be spawning within your entire team, or with as much of your team as possible when they died as well, not people spawning in at random times. Meaning that if you are running a 5-man, which is more plausible now, thank god, you're going to have an easier chance to coordinate with your team, with your friends, and maybe even pull back a game. Also, for those who think that the health regen is way too much, it's actually really small amounts. The most any class has in terms of health regen is a battle medic, and she already had health regen, and all they did is up it from 10 health per second to 35. Everybody gets 20 health per second on regen. Plus it activates a few seconds out of combat, meaning that as soon as you shoot that person again, they stop regenerating health and they will still take damage. Now, like I said, I haven't been able to play much of any objective-based games, especially on the new Namsan map. I really want to play, and hopefully after this I'm going to record some more gameplay. Hopefully I'll be able to get some gameplay on this map. If not, then it's going to be a total bummer. But from what I've seen, I like the direction that they're going. They do play around with, well, they have played around with gravity or anti-gravity in the middle of the map with a lot of maps in the past. But now that they're putting more of a focus on a lack of anti-gravity, it makes a lot more characters, well, a few more characters, a lot more feasible with their ultimates. The assassin and her grenade are a lot more useful now, because you can now repel people backwards instead of just kind of annoying people and pushing them slightly further back. And also the Vanguard ult is a lot more feasible, because now that you can actually create your own gravity area and not just do a small amount of damage maybe, is so much better, especially now that you have that control in the gravity area. I do hope they don't completely scrap the idea of anti-gravity maps. I do hope that there's still some anti-gravity maps that they're working on in the future, but I do really like this more grounded approach. It gives the players a lot more of, well, something to think about in terms of how they're going to use their abilities and where. Now, I'm not going to do what I did last time and just talk about, like, statistics. If you want to see all that, that will be left in the description down below to the patch notes. Click on that and you'll see every single change in terms of the classes. A lot of them are, well, I think from what I'm seeing, the Enforcer and the Wraith have had a lot of changes. A lot. One of the most noticeable ones for the Enforcer is the Bloodhound rockets have been reduced from 4 rockets to 3 rockets. Now, this does not completely make him useless. You can still kill people with those 3 rockets. It's just that people were spamming his rockets down corridors without actually locking on to people, and the 4th rocket would always kill somebody if it was well placed. Granted, that person stayed in that corridor long enough for it to happen, but it kinda doesn't leave you with much room to kind of survive, if you know what I'm saying. Either way, I like these new changes, and I do hope to play on the new map soon. It does look really fun. But what do you guys think about the new changes? What do you think about the health regen, the new spawning system, the new map, the new game mode, and what do you think about the game in general? Leave all of that down in the comments. I do respond to all of my comments, or at least as much as I can. Because even though I'm a small YouTuber, I do stuff outside of YouTube a lot more than I do YouTube stuff. I'll be Vapolindonator, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.